Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with some more Hearthstone. Today we'll be taking a look at a Giant one-turn kill Control Warrior deck. This is a deck that was being used by Razor, who had the #1 legend spot on the North American ladder. It's got several combos for mass damage and potential one-turn kills. We've got some early game control thanks to Fiery War Axe and Cleave, very nice card draw engine from a lot of low cast spells and Gadgetzan Auctioneer, and then the one-turn kill combo with Molten Giant, Youthful Brewmaster, and Warsong Commander. Now with the general premise out of the way, let's take a look at the deck in action. Now although this deck has one-turn kill potential, it's not gimmicky in the sense that it's not required. Pulling off this one-turn kill isn't required to win the game. You still have plenty of ways to win. In fact, against many matchups, specifically super aggro opponents, it's not necessary to wait for that one-turn kill. In fact, it's almost better if you don't, because you're going to want to drop your stuff early to deal with the threats of the board. So we're going to be playing against a Paladin here. It looks like he's playing an aggro style of deck. In fact, actually, this makes me very happy because we've got the perfect response to what he's got in play right now. Gonna be able to cleave, dropping both of his creatures down. So this deck, I might be playing it a little bit differently than if I were playing a sort of more of a mid-range or late game deck where I can just try to buy the time to get my combos in play. This deck, we're gonna be more focused, you know, clearing the board, stopping his threats from taking me out, and if things get too scary, you might see an early Raging Worgen or an early Warsong Commander. Again, it all really depends on what the opponent's throwing at us. Now, we could of course Whirlwind right now, but man, it's kind of early to do that. So, well, maybe it's not that bad of a play. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to do this right now, and I'll tell you why. If he's running a Defender of Argus, he would be able to pump those guys up beyond Whirlwind kill range. And there's a decent chance that he's running Defender of Argus based on what we've seen from him so far. We've seen a bunch of early game minions, so a turn 4 Defender of Argus could just be really terrible for us, basically. Alright, he's gonna play the Cult Master. Now, I could Fiery War Axe into it, or I could wait to cleave. I think I'll actually just War Axe into it though. Just in case, yeah, just in case he pumps that up. Plus, it's not like cleave is gonna be useless for the rest of the game anyways. There, obviously from what we've seen so far, there will be plenty opportunity to use cleave. In fact, it might be this turn if he plays a small creature and then reinforces. So I'm all about buying time. We're looking for our combo cards. Oh, that stinks. Oh, actually the cleave will still come into play here. We're all about buying ourselves time, pulling into our combos, and then trying to get the one-turn kill off, if it's possible, if we're not going to die as a result. Okay, so we will go like this. We will then go like this. And we will then go like this. We could have also shield blocked there. That is a potential, that could have been a potential, rather. Although you also want to be careful. Well, no, not at this point. I was gonna say, you also want to be careful not to. This is gonna be interesting. All right, I have an answer for this. It's going to be painful, but we're gonna do it. Gonna go like that. Get rid of the shield. Ooh, you know what? We don't have to take damage here. We don't have to take damage. I'm not thrilled about dumping these spells, to be honest with you. However, because I'd love to save them for a Gadgetzan Auctioneer, but we also don't want to die, so. We don't want to die, because we have none of our combo at this point. We have 0 cards in our combo. They're all still sitting in the 19 cards remaining in our deck, so. We don't want to be too liberal with taking damage, although there are certainly situations in which you do. This is not one of them. And he's gonna be doing Hammer of, oh, Aldor Peacekeeper, okay. Thought it might have been a Hammer of Wrath, but turns out it is not the case. We actually can't get rid of that guy right now. It might be, this might be a good opportunity to just play with some Raging Worgens. Actually, I could go with this instead. Because the Raging Worgens will just die to his 3/3, so I should wait till after that, maybe. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Azure Drake. That's nice, another Weaponsmith. We're gonna kill that. We're going to kill this. And we'll let him figure out what he wants to do with his Peacekeeper that has a shield right now. We have the potential to get rid of it in the future unless he kills this Drake this turn with an attack and then any other damage. You could attack into this and Consecrate. You could Hammer of Wrath attack into it.
Reporting for duty. My shield.
Defender of Argus. That works as well. Alright. So this is pretty big, actually. This is a pretty big turn. We're gonna want to try to... I guess that wouldn't be too bad, but... Get a 3/3 in play. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go like this. We are going to drop him in play. And then I will actually go ahead and shield block. Nice. Then we're hitting this. The reason I'm throwing that away is because if he decided to attack into this thing still would have lived, and then he could have killed that with his 3/3. So I wanted to just get that down to 3 health. That way, if he does this, it dies.
Mind if I roll need?
I'm really surprised we have gotten nothing for our combo. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. We're so far behind and sort of where we need to be at this point. Oh wow, he didn't go for the creature, huh? Alright, so I'm assuming that that is... I'm assuming that this is get down. That could be wrong, though. This is actually a really tough position right now that we're in. I'm assuming that's get down, but if it's not...
I wonder.
This is really tough, guys. Alright, I'm gonna take a chance. Okay, let's not get down. That was a revive instead. Redemption, to be exact. Comes back with 1 health. So that's a good target for our attack. Then we will Drake. Okay. And then I almost want to play the Worgen for him to think about dealing with it, but no, we're just gonna go like this. We're gonna save the Worgen, because again, it would pretty much just be throwing it away, because he can just attack into it with a 3/3. So we still have the executes to allow us to get rid of huge creatures that he might potentially play. The Gadgetzan Auctioneer, I'm gonna need to try to get some spell combos off with this, because I Molten Giants, Brewmasters, and Warsong Commanders. 2 of each, and we're not looking at them. So it's probably gonna, it could be an Auctioneer. If we draw a spell, a low-cost spell, I guarantee you next turn I'm gonna go Auctioneer, execute, and just start filtering through for my stuff. Because we need to try to get this combo out. So there's an equality, so he's gonna kill this off with a 1/1 now, and then he's gonna hit me 5. A Whirlwind will also be very, very nice at this point. So fingers crossed that we draw a low-cost spell. That is exactly the sort of thing that we need.
I got the best deals anywhere.
So now we can go... Actually, let me think about this. I might want to enrage that guy to guarantee... Oh, I don't want to kill. Alright, so we're going to enrage that. That really stinks. We can't use execute now. And now's a good time to play this. Hopefully my Auctioneer lives. Hopefully my Auctioneer lives. I could have returned him to my hand, but no, not really. It's nothing that I actually want to do. This is such an interesting game because we don't have our combo stuff. It's really actually kind of crazy. Alright, so he's going to be killing the Auctioneer. But then he has to deal with this Raging Worgen. Does he have means of doing that this turn? We could see a hammer. Peacekeeper's good. Although he's still going to get pumped up from the Wind Fury.
Reporting for duty.
happy with the other Auctioneer, but yeah, I'm gonna be able to execute.
I got the best deals anywhere.
So this is what we're gonna do. Go like this, give it Wind Fury in 2. Go like this, drop and execute. The sake of doing that was pretty much to draw a card, try to get into our stuff. There's the sort of thing we're looking for. And then what I'm actually considering dropping these 2.
What now?
He's got 4/5. I don't think he could push through kill. I mean, it's possible. It is possible that he could push through a kill. 4/5 plus another 4 from a Argent Commander is 9, and then 2 more. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm gonna take a chance that he doesn't have the kill next turn. I'm gonna play both of these right now. So I think this is a great example of a game where you didn't see the combo pull off, and it's actually rare that I go this long without having all 3 combo pieces. I mean, we're down to the last 9 cards, right? And to not have, well, we just drew into the Brewmaster, but to not have an Argent Commander by now, of the 2, is incredibly rare. It's just not, it's very uncommon that this happens. Does he have a second? No, he's gonna be swinging into that, and then attacking my 4/2. Now we still got the 8/6 to deal with. So I'm actually sort of happy that this is the way the game played out, because you didn't see the crazy combo, but we may still win this. So now the combo finally comes into play. Let's see what we have here. 8, 16. Yeah, we have 8, 16, 20. We have the combo here. We have the kill. All right, so there's 8. So this is hilarious. This is actually a really great, oh no, I'm sorry. That's only 16. Okay. So then we've got this other, bounce it back. We've got 3 from this, which brings him down to 13. So that's not the kill. For some, I don't know why I was thinking I was gonna be able to attack with a Molten Giant twice after playing the this guy, but obviously that's not how it works. So we've got another 8. This brings him down to 5, so we're just out of the kill range, but very, very close. We're gonna get rid of his 1 creature in play. And unless he can push through 11 damage here, we do actually get the win without the 1-turn kill combo. I mean, we finally got the pieces in play, but obviously we didn't get that kill in a single turn. And there's the victory. So, pretty good example of the game, pretty good example of the deck in a game that didn't go exactly ideal, but we still ended up victorious. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck list. So the Giants 1-turn kill Control Warrior deck from Razor, who is the #1 legend on the North American ladder, starting off here with 2 Inner Rages, allowing you to either fuel up a Raging Worgen or to pick off opposing creatures, especially with the spell power in this deck. Changing that to 2 damage allows you to deal with a lot of early game threats. You got the Execute for dealing, you deal small damage to a big threat and then you take it out. We've got the Whirlwinds, also a nice combo there with the Execute. Whirlwind can be especially effective with the spell power we have in the deck. Fiery War Axe for picking off early threats. Same thing goes with the Cleave and the Slam. Also, these 2 increase from the spell power. Speaking of spell power, Bloodmage Thalnos, +1 spell damage, and then drawing a card on the Death Rattle. Youthful Brewmaster, part #1 of our 1-turn kill combo. Shield block, buying time to allow us to draw into the combo. We've got the Raging Worgen. In addition to the 1-turn kill combo, this can be thrown into the mix. If you go Commander, Giant, Brewmaster, that's 30 damage. Commander, Giant, Brewmaster, Worgen, Inner Rage is 31 damage. Or you can also use the Raging Worgen to pick off early creatures. If you're dealing with a super aggro deck, dropping a Warsong Commander and a Raging Worgen earlier in the game to eliminate threats or deal damage it can be a good idea at times. There's the Warsong Commander, part 2 of our 1-turn kill combo. Arathi Weaponsmith for dealing with early game threats. It's a nice 3/3 body, gives you a 2/2 weapon as well. Brawl, if you're dealing with opponents who just flood the board with creatures, we're talking things like a Murloc Warlock deck. The Azure Drakes for the spell power, a 4/4 body, plus the card draw, can't go wrong with that. Gadgetzan Auctioneer, this thing is ridiculous in this deck because look at this. We've got the Auctioneer, look at all the low cost spells we have. Inner Rage, Execute, Whirlwind, Cleave, and Slam. That is a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 spells that cost below 2. Really means you can get a lot of card draw with this deck, allowing you to pull into your combos. And then Molten Giant, which is the final aspect of the one-turn kill combo. So there you go, guys. Once again, if you're looking for that one-turn kill combo, it's going to be you play a Warsong Commander, and you're low enough to play the Molten Giant for free. So you go Warsong Commander, Molten Giant, 8 damage. You Brewmaster, bring the Giant back to your hand, play the Giant again, swing with it again. That is another 8 damage, that's 16. And then you can attack with the Brewmaster, bring you up to 19. Play a second Brewmaster, bring the Molten Giant back to your hand. Attack with the second Brewmaster for 3, which brings you up to 22. Replay the Molten Giant since it just bounced back to your hand, and attack again for 30 damage total. Kind of crazy, but also, as you saw in the last game, not necessary to win. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Spotlight video of the Giants one-turn kill Control Warrior deck from Razor. Stay tuned within the next day or so, as we'll be doing a gameplay video showing a few games with this deck. Thanks again for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.